Colliochbhar Hill is a hilltop which I've never climbed before. It's 533 metres tall and it takes about 1.5 hours to complete a round trip from the car park. It's not a popular hill but it is a very nice hill to climb. It's located just to the west of Aberdeenshire, and in turn it's about 35 miles away from Aberdeen. We're going to go onto the track and we're going to see what conditions are like. Right, so here I am at the start of the walk for Colliochbhar Hill, and what we'll be doing is a short, sharp after work hike up a hill I've never climbed up before. So this is reckoned to be quite a steep ascent, but it should be relatively brief. The hill is about 532 metres tall, and we start at just over 200 metres, so 300 metres up and down. So there's enough parking for maybe 3 cars at a pinch, I reckon. And we walk along the road a little bit before taking this track up here. So it just forks off to the right, and then we'll head on up that way. So we come up to a bend, and then we turn right quite sharply and start heading up a little bit more steeply. So it's a pretty part of the world. The Donside Valley from Lumsden onwards to Strathdon, it's very, very bonny, and this afternoon is no exception. It's quite a warm day, but I think it could be quite breezy on the tops. So after walking up the track next to the forest, we get up to a ruined building. So we turn right here, and then we go along here, and it just switches to the left in a distance before that plantation. You know, I'm starting to like this walk already. I'm not even halfway up, but the views are just opening out. I think they're gorgeous around here. So over here we've got the Buck of Cabrach. No, that's Tapanoff actually. Tapanoff. So after walking horizontally for a little while, we get to a gate, but now we turn right, and this is the point where it starts to get steep going uphill. So we'll carry on up here. This seems to be brushland and lots of broom, and we'll carry on up this way. So there was a bit of a diversion which was signposted, but then I lost my way. But this is where you come through. You come through a gate which marks its transition through a deer fence. So we'll follow this up. There's some burning of the vegetation going on nearby. Unfortunately, I'm right in the middle of the smoke, which isn't so nice. So climbed the ridge, and we turn left off this track, and you can see the eroded line going up the hill. So we'll be heading up there. That's our target for today. So dead ahead now, we have a junction, and we'll just turn to the left, go straight up. It looks like it's also an all-terrain vehicle track, but probably a bit more overgrown. I have to say, this is not a bad way to spend an evening after being at work. Well, I think I'm getting closer. Let's have a look this way. The ground is starting to taper off now. Okay, nearly to the top. and we get a nice big reveal. Benahee over in the distance. So these line of fence posts lead to the actual summit just over here. So let's continue that way. It's something quite special, this. This is a hill I've never been up to the top of before. I've lived here 40 minutes away for the last 11 and a half years. So let's do a zoom in panorama. So we've got Tapping Off. We've got Benahee. We've got the hills of Midmar. South Deeside. These are unknown hills. That I don't think that's the hill of Presendite. It could be that one. That one's Morven. Looking up Strathdown there. And then we've got the Buck of Cabrac. And one I forgot to mention was Lord Arthur's Hill, which was this one here. Well, it's an up and down route, so I'm going to be heading back the other way, the same way I came up. But I'll do a bit more filming because you see things on the way down that you don't see from the way up. It's a magnificent westward view, looking right up the Don Valley. It just the way it just meanders through the rolling hills. It's a gorgeous valley when you see it from high up, and I've driven up it many times before, but you only get the perspective of a driver driving along the roads, and all I see most of the time is the road. But when you take a bird's eye view of it, as we're doing right now, it is definitely a valley worth visiting. Well, this is the view on the way down of Donside, and I just thought I'd take a video of it from a slightly different perspective with the sun a bit lower on the horizon. So it's a long grassy track going down, and then we got a sharp turn to the left, and then we're back down on the road. So here I am back at the car park. It's not really much of a car park, it's a lay-by, sufficient for 2 to 3 cars. So that's the end of my walk, and I'd like to thank you for accompanying me, and thank you for watching.